My poor cows are still doing the moonwalk. I think it's because I completely demolished their entire area today. We are going to be finally taking care of this small dairy farm and taking care of our cattle, and they need some food badly. So we're going to give it to them today. We need to do some manure. You can see it down in the bottom right-hand corner. It shows us that we could put straw in, which is great news. But the bad news is there's nowhere to do manure. So we've got to put down our own spot. I thought maybe this silo would take the manure, but I haven't set it up for that. One thing that we can do is place down this guy right here. This will allow us to get our manure, and it should put it in here. The problem is I don't own that. Like this field, we don't own that yet. It's too expensive. And I don't actually know where to put this. I guess we could put it inside the other shed. Well, I could almost get it in there, but not quite. We could put it around here somewhere and just say, like, all right, I will never utilize this area for manure again. Yeah. So we could technically do that. We could put this about right here and then fix the fence. As a matter of fact, that's a phenomenal idea. First things first, let's get it nice and perfect. I'm going to push away from it just a little bit and use my mouse to kind of set this up. We'll get it right on the other side there. Perfect. And bam! Got it. Now we need to delete some of this fencing through here. Yep. Through that. Did we get the fence there? Yep. And then that one. And this one. And then did we just go in here for the fences? And we're good. Look at that. Little bit of bit. Perfect. I do want to paint this out. Normally I do animal mud on the inside of my silos. Can't tell you why, but I think it looks cool. And it's almost like it was supposed to be there this whole time. Check that out. And one of the greatest things is I can open this up, pull forward, bam, get the manure I need there, and we're good to go. But it won't make manure without straw, and the animals are definitely hungry. It says 18,000. Did the food go up? What in the world is going on? First things first, let's get all of the bales. Boom, just like so. Let's get them. Oh boy. They bounced everywhere. Let's try this one more time. Please? Can I have just one more bale? Thank you. One fun thing is most trailers don't have straps with the auto loading, but this one did. And so we went with it. Let's see if we can drive through here. Boop, 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 boop. Got it. Also, I'm pretty sure the bales that we made, you can pick them up. Yeah, 100 kilograms. Check that out. That's awesome. All right. We dropped that off. Now the silage is in. Taking a look, we have a lot. 224,000 liters. That's pretty good. Compared with the 89,000 liters of hay, not amazing, but it's still going to make TMR, which is good. And then we can pad it with some silage, or straw rather, and then we have our TMR, but I have no TMR mixer. I've got a modified Keenan mech fiber, and it works great. I think this is on consoles as well as a Lizard mech fiber, something like that. Works awesome. It's got 1 million liter capacity. Works really well for my needs, so that's great there. Where's a tractor? Here we go. This is going to be a really, really interesting setup as far as our TMR goes. So let's find ourselves our smallest amount, which is the hay. Now we want to find our other amount, silage. This is going to actually do really well. Oh, this is good. This is very good. It's about right. It's getting to the end. Oh, it stopped right at the very end. Oh, that is so cool. So we got 314,000 liters of TMR there. Straw is going to be interesting because we don't want too much of it. 68,000. Man, I just took half of it. Oof, that's a lot. That was the whole lot. So let's go ahead and dump this out. This is still TMR. We're good. It's going to feed them well. It's going to feed them really well, actually. Go ahead and drop that out. I think it comes out of there. There we go. And it'll dump it quickly. Seeing that they only need about 17,000 liters, I gave them pretty much a whole year's worth of food at this point. We'll go ahead and dump the rest of the straw in here. Again, I could go buy some straw, but I'm trying not to buy anything like that. Like I said, if we're going to be using it on the farm, I would like to create it, which is why we're not going to let the manure go to waste, nor are we going to let the slurry go to waste. It's just going to take a little while to build that part up. That's all. All right, so straw is in. Our manure is over here and should be taking off soon. As far as everything else, we have 48 liters of milk. Not great, but we have it. And then we've got 2,500 liters of slurry. I would say this is a very good start to our small, what did I call this? Milk barn stuff? Yeah, words. Dairy farm. Told you I remembered. So after 4 episodes of being on the same day in game, we could finally get some rest now. And in the morning, we can see how our cows have done. We are up to 3,800 liters of milk. Pretty good. We got 10,000 liters of slurry. That's pretty good. And our manure is... that's a bad number. 6,666. Does 4 6s make it better than 3? Oh boy, I hope so. We can also see how well our grass is growing, and it is growing. Yep. Here's the thing. We're going to need a lot more straw, and I think I know how we are going to get it. We are going to steal it from other farmers. You see, there's 2 fields that are right beside each other, Field 17 and Field 18. If we take these contracts, we're going to get $45,000. I'm going to go ahead and accept both of these, by the way, because we are in Contract City, baby. So here we are. Up here at the top of the map. This is going to take a little while. This is not going to be something that's fast. However, the good thing is all we have to do is harvest. And I'm running around like Superman. Yay! There's a couple things we're going to need to take up there. One of them is going to be a truck. We need a truck, and we need this to hold our grain so that we can go and sell it. Secondly, we're going to need all of our stuff for baling, and I actually have a really cool idea for this. Can you see my idea? Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see if I can actually get up on these ramps, though. The problem with the way I've got everything set up right now is the truck is a little bit heavy on the front end. And so it doesn't really hold anything too well. Let's see, let's do that. Let's go ahead and strap that down. And we should, hypothetically, be able to move from this side of the map to the other. It's actually working just fine. The only problem that I've had so far was because the tractor and the baler were connected, it was trying to turn left a lot. Thought it was a NASCAR. I also have a problem where one of my axles is constantly in the air. But we'll cross that bridge when we have to. And we also need the combine. I kind of forgot about that part. Oops. And because our header has its own little built-in trailer, this will be very easy. Now the only question is, which field do we start with? Do we start with the easiest one, at least that I think? 17 right here. This should be fairly simple. We'll just have to run like 2 headlands on each end and then hire a worker up on it. The other one, we're gonna have to babysit him a little bit. So do we set up the babysit and then do the baling? I just don't know. Babysit. We're gonna go for babysitting first. This seems like the easiest thing for me because we could do this whole field, or at least mostly do this whole field, and then come back around at the end and do all of our baling. I think that's gonna be the easiest thing to do overall. So that is what we shall do. The first one is oats, because of course it's oats. Even with my luck, I get what I want. Oats and grass, man, let's go. Ooh, this hill is definitely challenging the combine harvester in fast farming mode for sure. But I tell you what, with this header, it's like nothing's even there, which makes it kind of nice. The header does require a little bit of power though, so come on, let's go. And yes, I understand that this is as fast as most people harvest in real life, but I'm DjGoHam in the game. Gotta go fast. I think I'm in a good spot right now after getting about 30% full. Look at this. We haven't even put a dent in this field yet. This one's bigger. It's gonna be a lot easier though. I can hire a worker and be done with it. Let's hop over and maybe do a little bit of carting just to kind of get that taken care of. Yeah, this'll work. When I originally bought this truck to do karting with, I thought for some reason that I'd gotten a CVT transmission. Not the case. Not the case at all. Other than this poor combine, I think I'm gonna have to just sit down and let this thing do its thing for a little while. Oh, look at that, already full. All right, well, let's bring it around. As I was saying, so for this truck right here, for some reason I thought I was getting a CVT transmission. Hey, no way you find one on there, at least not here. We're gonna try a couple things here. So we've got this guy now, the baler, and you can see a thing coming down. That is a trailer hitch. I am going to attempt to set this trailer up so that we can have a little bit of fun with this. So there we go. We'll detach that, bring it forward. Now, I don't think it's going to hook up the way it's set up now, but if I change this to something else by using our mobile setup here, so flat frame, that's good, but we want flat frame auto bails. This guy right here. I think this is basically the setup, so let's do yes. Now let's see if that will hook up to that. I'm not quite sure, and I'm definitely not sure if this thing can pull both of these. Oh boy. But if it can, we can actually bail. Oh my goodness, it will. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Oh, I'm so excited. The trailer is a little bit heavy, and it is definitely bogging it down just a little bit. Come on now, let's go. Yeah. I'm gonna need the help window for this because this is just gonna be insane. So we need to lower and turn on the baler. Then we need to put into operating position the bale auto loader and then go, I think. I don't remember what size bales I'm making. I think I'm making the, we're definitely making the wrong size bales. All right, so I've set it up to make the 180 centimeter square bales, but I don't think that's gonna work right. So we're just gonna go back to the 125s. Now this should work. Keyword should. Should work just fine. That should drop off there. I think I got the wrong thing. There we go, set it up that way. Now when the bales pop off, they should just kind of go onto the trailer. It's going slowly because this tractor doesn't have enough power, but it's gonna work. Hey, watch this, watch this. It's gonna do it again. It's gonna go boop, boop, boop. There's that, and then boop. We're moving along. We've got some more work done. Boom, there you go. There's where we're at now, and we are very, very close to the little pond in the middle of said field. Ooh, 60% complete. That's very nice. So the next time that this guy comes around here, we are gonna have to do a little bit of a you all the way around that pond. There's really not that much more to do, and if this combine harvester was a little bit faster, we'd probably be half done by now with everything, but instead, here we are. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. There we go, perfect. And we will try and hit a little bit of edges right here. Now that that's over with, we've got 2 sections. We're gonna hit the smallest one first, that way we can get it over with. We were also making a lot of bales, and I mean a lot of bales. I don't know exactly how many we've made this session, but I've recorded like 4 videos, all of the whole series so far, just one after another. So yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? So a few things have changed. We have finished harvesting this field. We need to get the combine unloaded. It's pretty full. There's a lot of grain here. There's a lot of grain. So I'm just gonna bring this over here and casually, no, I don't have good enough brakes. It's the charm of this holder equipment here. It's what it does is does not stop, and it does not stop well. We need to find ourselves this guy. Yeah. And we need to finish getting all these bales up. We have to get every single bale off the field before we can do anything else. Because if I finish this, I can't pick the bales up. So we must pick those up. Well, that was almost perfect. Check that out. Yeah. So we did 79 bales on this field, which is just absolutely insane, and we don't even have enough time to do both of these. 79, these are, I think it's 11,000 liters each. It's ridiculous. That's exactly what it is. It's ridiculous. I think I've got it set up to go ahead and unload, so click the button. Very nice. I wasn't able to get all of it in this trip, though. We can only hold 101,750 liters. Unfortunately, there's like 22,000 liters left, so I'm hoping that we don't need that other 22,000 liters, but we might. Man, this truck looks so good inside. Something we're gonna have to monitor. Let's see, there we go. We'll go ahead and dump this. This is the sell everything, anything. Money is not going up. That is good. We want to monitor that percentage down there. This one's 0 because we haven't done that one yet. But that one is doing pretty darn good. So we just need to monitor that, make sure it doesn't get up to 100. Yeah, there's no way. Actually, you know what? Maybe. We're at 98%. I still got 20,000 liters left. Yoo-hoo! All right, there we go. So we have almost 40,000 liters? Really? Oh my goodness. Let's go back and pick up the rest of those oats and either find a good selling point or maybe we'll just put it in the silo and save it for later. Drop it on the train tracks. I've decided we're gonna sell this, but I've also decided we are not taking the other contract. We would just simply make too much money. And that's great, but it's gonna make this whole thing a little bit too easy and, you know. So let's go in, let's find our contracts. I think we've got 2 in here, so completed. We get an extra 20 grand for that, which is great. However, we are going to cancel that contract. Yes, and it did not take any money from us, which is wonderful. And our total is just stupid, $156,000. That's without selling the straw, which would probably double that. Well, but maybe not double it, but it get close-ish. Close-ish is pretty close. So contracting on Alma is it's a little bit OP, ain't it? Yeah, it is.